Well, I want to transition a little. As a Stanford graduate, I'm sure you're aware of the rise of anti-Semitism on college campus, um, including some prestigious ones on the West Coast, like Berkeley and the like. So I just did a post literally last night. I listened to one of the most disturbing speeches at a commencement at CUNY, which is a locally New York
Yeah.
taxpayer funded school. Their law school had one of their graduates was giving a commencement talk. Um, who I can't even tell you how upsetting it was to listen. She said, and I'm quoting because I wrote it down. She says that Israel continues to indiscriminately rain bullets and bombs on worshippers, murdering the old, the young, attacking even funerals and graveyards, as it encourages lynch mobs to target Palestinian homes and businesses. This is New York City. And that comment that she made, she got people were clapping. And I'm looking in the audience. It's faculty, it's administration, it's other students. This is going on all over the country. I'm wondering, you're a proud Jew, grandson of Holocaust survivors. What do you have to say about this? And I'm wondering if you experienced this. I mean, in Stanford, or if this, I don't know if this is happening in Stanford as well to some degree. I know I went to Columbia for graduate school, and I know in New York City, and I know it's a problem there. I'm just interested in on your take on this because right wing white supremacy kind of anti-Semitism is easy to call out. It's pretty obvious, and there's no backlash when you critique it. But the kind of anti-Semitism that's now coming, or the anti-Israel rhetoric that's coming from the hard left now, a little more complicated, and it doesn't get called out so much. I mean, I haven't heard a lot, not from a lot of the Jewish organizations, and not from our elected officials. The mayor of New York posted something, that he didn't like the speech, but didn't say anything about the anti-Israel comments there. Just curious what your feeling is about that.
Yeah. It's happening all over the country. I don't, you can't be Jewish anywhere in the world and not experience anti-Semitism. I went to business school at Stanford as well. We had swastikas drawn on our campus when I was there in 2017, right? So
Hmm.
there's, this takes different forms, as you said. And yeah, I think the anti-Israel rhetoric, it's so troubling and upsetting, and it lacks so much context, understanding. I've lived in Israel. I've run to bomb shelters. I've been afraid of. There's so much happening there, and the narrative, the way it's twisted, and kind of how advocacy is in the name of advocacy. Instead, it's kind of hate is what's
Yeah, yeah,
perpetuated by talking about these things in this way, right? I think it's terribly upsetting. I think our job is to educate, to help people understand all the amazing things that the state of Israel does. And listen, no place is perfect, right? Everyone's trying to get things right. Everyone's trying to be better. But to frame the state of Israel in the way that you just said is absolutely terrible.
yeah. It's. I was just talking to my son about this. When I was writing the post last night. And he said to me that it's a complicated situation, and it's okay for people to voice their opinion about what's happening. But you know, to me, it's just when blatant lies, murdering old and young people, attacking funerals and graveyards. Israel specifically, pinpoints terrorists and goes to such great lengths to just take out the bad guys. Whereas our enemies over there are doing exactly the opposite. They're targeting civilians. And I don't know. I don't really have any. I guess I'm venting right now, but I'm just upset. And I posted the email for the chancellor of CUNY. This is a city funded school, and this is the next generation of lawyers being produced by New York City.
Right.
And being clapped by faculty and administration. It's just It's unbelievable. There's zero nuance. There's zero conversation, and all you have to do is just keep, like Hitler taught us. You keep repeating a lie. At some point, people are gonna listen. I mean, does everyone? I'm just thinking to myself, like, does everyone actually believe that Israel does that? When she made those remarks, the student, and the answer is they don't know. But when other people are clapping around you, clap. And then it becomes a reality. All of a sudden, Israel's targeting children, Palestinian children. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah,
not everyone believes it, but I'm sure many do. Right? And that's the problem. And as we know, yeah, there and your son was right. There's so much nuance. It is so complicated. People can voice their opinions and their perspectives on things. That's how it should be. But to blatantly misrepresent the facts and how things are is it's so troubling. And it's just the work we always have to do is to continue to educate, continue to stand up for ourselves because there's precedent for this type of talk. This and yeah, that's our job is just to
yeah,
continue
and
to
I'll tell you, I also, Dan, I struggle because I'm very against the whole cancel culture. I think people should be allowed to express their point of view. And I think it's unhealthy for free speech and democracy to just cancel someone because you disagree with their perspective. But what happens if you keep having people just spewing outright lies and nobody challenges them? What else is the Jewish community supposed to do? Just allow that to happen? We don't get. There was no. I don't know. Somebody somebody commented on my was either my Instagram or Facebook that if I had been there, I would have run up on the stage with an Israeli flag. You know, we don't even get a chance to have a conversation about it. It's just the damage is done.
right.